Hall & Oates, really?
Hall & Oates.
I wouldn't have probably.
A lot of their songs I thought was black people performing them.
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates.
I'm trying to think now. Like what?
Shit,
Man Eater? Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy.
What's the one I really like? Damn, I can't
METHODOFLOVE. You can't tell me no black person would have sung that bullshit. Sorry, man. You're not going to convince me. That's as white comes right there. That's like Barry Manilow white right there. That's like Don Rickles, the back of Don Rickles' thighs white right there. That's as white as it gets. You know what I'm saying? That's like Johnny Carson in some Bermuda shorts white. That's white, dude. We're talking, carrot top without a shirt on. Remember when he got all muscled up? He looked like a freak, man, because he's so damn white.
Well, that shit Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble. What he say?
Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble look white.
Look, damn. What'd he say? How he word it?
It was in that Chappelle skit.
Paul Mooney, yeah. How he basically talk about how you make Brian Gumble look like a gangster. That's how white Wayne Brady is.
Oh, okay.
Like Wayne Brady, what?
Paul Mooney's so damn funny.
Paul Mooney.
What was that Chappelle skit talking about? Ask a Black Guy with Paul Mooney?
Yeah. No, what? Negro Dummies? Was it Negro Dummies? That was his name. That was Paul Mooney's name. Was Negro Dummies in the skit?
That was hilarious.
It was called Ask a Black Guy, but his name was Negro Dummies.
Negro Dummies?
Yeah, Negro Dummies.
Doesn't sound right me saying that, man. I'm not going to say it again.
Dummies.
I don't like the way it sounds. But that was a great skit.
You could get away with Negroes.
Why do black people like menthol cigarettes? Paul Mooney was just like, it's a mystery. No one really knows.
I think marketing, maybe. If you wanted to get down to it, probably.
But when
that's what was marketed in
when
the
I was smoking,
community.
by the time I was done smoking, I was hardcore menthols. But I think it had gotten to the point where I'd smoked for so many years that menthols they hit harder. Like
I thought they were smoother on the, like if I did smoke one, I would prefer menthol over.
It goes down different for sure. Yeah. But like a Newport
Red or something like that, they just was harsher to me.
A Newport is a gangster smoke. That's a harsh compared to like a Marlboro Red. A Newport is don't play. Yeah. A Marlboro menthol compared to a Newport, no, it's not even a comparison.
You smoke Newports.
You smoke two. I got to the point where I did, towards the end. But then I went
Newports. We called them Newports.
Then I went
we didn't put the R
those,
on them. Newports. You
American
smoked them Newports.
American Spirit is a good cigarette.
That's because you was cheap.
No, they're the expensive ones.
American Spirit costs more than a Newport.
Yeah. Newport.
A Newport. Was you a soft pack or a hard pack?
Hard pack. Oh, for sure, man. Hard pack. Yeah.
So I wonder why people prefer soft or why people prefer hard. Like some
soft
people want the soft.
Soft pack you can tap out with one hand. If you got one hand, you're doing something, you want to have a cigarette also, you can take a soft pack and tap it into your mouth.
It was more convenient.
Whereas a hard pack, you got to open it, which you still can
do
a hard pack with one hand.
was more vulnerable in a soft pack.
In my opinion, yeah. And then there's superstitions, like if you had
some people turn a cigarette upside
down.
Turn
it upside down
like,
for one reason or another.
Who knows? Superstitious shit. It's just a cigarette.
It's just a cigarette.
Smoke the bud.
But when you
throw
think
them
about
away, whatever you want to do.
That's not just a cigarette though for a smoker. That's like a part of their life. Smoking is part of your life. You wake up in the morning thinking about your first cigarette. You're thinking through the day, when am I going to get my next smoke? Where am I going to go to smoke?
Oh, damn, that orange slice make that wine just that much, made it sweet.
It looks like a cocktail, man. Like you came up with something original and put it in a thing. I like it.
That orange changed the flavor profile big time. You got a hole in your lip, Shane.
Can't even find my lip.
You are holy.
Haven't even had a glass of I am holy. No, that's not,
You are holy.
I'm holy.
Oh,
irreverent.
So holy.
What's that pink beard line? My father, I'm irreverent, and my father's still irreverent.
Privilege and an honor to worship at your throne. That's my church song for today. Praise God.
Sing it.
Praise
Sing
God. It. Praise God, man.
Which one?
Whichever one that floats your boat.
Whichever one you like.
Pick one.
Okay.
I don't care.
Whatever keeps you from coming home.
Maybe if they all the same.
Being mean to the dog.
They could all be the same.
Ricky Gervais is Gervais, however you say his name, the comedian. He's been on the Golden Globes a couple of times. He's an atheist. And he says, there's like 1,000 recognized gods. So I'm just... he said, I just believe in one less God than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Okay, if you believe in whatever God you believe in, that means you don't believe in the other 999, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just believe in one less than you do. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting when you put it that way.
It's all perspective.
All perspective.
How you see it.
And in the end, I don't know.
You're going to find out.
Will we? Maybe.
Yeah, in the end, you're going to find something out.
Unless it's just the end.
It could just be the end.
And you're not
so you're going to find out it's just the end. Like, oh, shit,
but you're going to be, there won't be anything left, though. You won't know anything. You'll have no.
It's over.
Maybe right at the last second, you'll be like, oh, no, now I see it. There really is nothing. Fuck. All these years, I could have smoked cigarettes. I could have done whatever I wanted to do.
I guess in the end, we all going to end up in the pine box, regardless of what you believe in. That's guaranteed.
Well, I mean, yeah, your body.
Yeah, your body. You're going to end up.
But is that, we've talked about that before. We all gonna take that trip,
whether you smoke, drink,
for sure,
go to church every Sunday. It don't matter. We all have the same conclusion.
Plenty of non-smokers get lung cancer.
We all have the same conclusion.
True. Our bodies do. But then we get into the question: does anything live on? I think we've tapped into that.
We're gonna find out.
Well, let's do an intro and then we'll talk about it.
You go find out, Shay.
We are. That's true, though.
Everybody is.
Unless again, if you die, you're dead like Rover and dead all over.
That could be the case too.
Then you wouldn't even know. Maybe just, you go into a sleep and who knows? You never wake up consciously or any other way.
It's all hypothetical now. It's that what we talked about last
Schrodinger's
week.
cat.
Schrodinger's cat. Either the cat's dead or alive. Two realities can exist.
The cat is both dead and alive.
He's both dead and alive.
That is true. Let's look in this box. You ready?
You won't look into that box until
coming to you now from that 86 Kids studio. Sorry, we're going to start over. Something got wrong.
Go.
Oh, that's good.
I'm echoing.
Yeah, give me the echo.
Can we have two different vocals? Yeah, because I'm echoing. You're not.
And now.
Oh, there it is.
From our studio deep underground, Huntsville, Alabama. Here at that 86 Kids Studios.
That 86 Kids.
That 86 Kids Studios.
Shout out that 86 Kids.
Shout out.
Kevin the Boss Man Richardson.
Cue the message.
Shane the Brain.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Another show.
Disjointed. Maybe it's that echo.
Disjointed.
I'm feeling a little, I don't know, man.
I thought you said you was tuned up, like you was in rare form, basically. I
don't know if I said rare form.
Your creative juices was flowing. Ain't this how you word it?
Let me just put it this way: I may be up late tonight. We'll see.
Your creative juices.
I feel a little.
Did you say you feel creative?
I do feel creative.
Yeah.
I feel a bit of a vibration. I feel like I'm in tune to a vibration. Does that sound a little bit too hippy, trippy, dippy? There are vibrations, and I feel a bit in tune.
Everything is vibration,
and I'm relatively sober.
Vibrational.
I mean, for me.
Push, pull.
Yep.
Electricity, magnetism, that's our shit all the same.
Well, and now, with quantum
computing.
Quantum computing.
Physics.
Quantum physics is what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. And, from there comes quantum computing and quantum mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to think about something.
Get deep on them, Shane.
Think about your computer, the one we all have, our phone, our tablets, our laptop, our desktop, whatever it might be. You got a computer that operates on a binary system, right? We know that. Everything that it does is programmed by a series of ones and zeros.
Signing real naval nuclear fucking schooling right now.
No, sir.
Some naval nuclear schooling going on.
It never happened. I will tell that though. But I mean, when you think about a computer, it's designed to think in a binary way, which is the way I think a lot of people's minds are designed to think. And I think this goes all full circle back to a conversation we had about
that's delicious.
NPCs, non-playing characters. To an NPC, everything is a binary choice. Should I drink? Yes or no. Should I smoke? Yes or no. It's either bad for you or it's good for you, right? But maybe it's in between. Maybe a little bit of smoke here and there.
I think you go a little bit deeper though, Shane.
If it relieves the stress. In other words, there's more than two ways to look at things. But
it's only two ways to look at things for the NPCs.
So
I can look at things 100 different ways.
I feel like I can too. And those of
I
us
just
that
don't
can
leave
analyze
myself
things
binary.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
and you understand the fact that two different things can be true at the same time. We may not understand the full Schrodinger's cat experiment, but I do understand the fact that two different things can be true at the same time.
The cat can be dead and alive at the same time.
Hey, you want me to give you an example of that? I've been thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a real world example of two different things that seem contradictory might seem two different things that might seem contradictory can be the same. You ready? Let's say, excuse me. I know that came to it. Thanks, Q. I appreciate that, man. Keep me from feeling bad like Adam Sandler peeing his pants in that movie. So, when I go to the sawmill,
okay,
let's say I buy some wenge, which is a type of wood from Africa, expensive. It costs maybe, let's say, $20 a board foot for this wood.
Is that the zebra-looking one?
No. Zebra would be another good example. Yeah, that's the black-looking one.
The black one.
It's like an imitation.
I like. Okay.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
People ask me if it's ebony until they've seen real ebony, and then you realize there's a big difference. Yeah, wenge seems light-skinned compared to ebony.
Okay.
That's a good way to describe it.
Wenge
is the light-skinned version. It's still black, but, you know.
Worded, damn, Shane. I'm sorry. Keep telling you stuff.
No, that's all right. So anyway, let's say I go buy zebra wood.
They call it ambiguous.
Ambiguous. I like it.
You could be racially
ambiguous. That's kind of our producer,
you could be
Kevin.
Racial ambiguous.
It's hard to tell.
What? No, that's it's not for me.
I don't know.
I know a brother when I see a brother. I mean, he can say he's something else, but
he got drafted. Is that what it is? Part of the racial draft. And now, Kevin, the boss man Richardson, has been chosen by the black delegation. Congratulations! Ooh, you remember that?
He got his N-word pass.
Remember when
Kevin
they got
the pass?
Got the pass.
Kevin got the license.
That's a pass.
He's licensed.
Say it one time, Kevin.
Don't do it, Kevin.
No.
Don't do it. Kevin's licensed. If he had to.
Look, he's licensed but not bonded. He
but
can't
not
have
bonded.
Yeah, licensed but not bonded.
Yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it, Kevin. Don't do it.
Oh. All right.
Oh, man.
I buy zebra wood at $20 a board foot.
Shay, where were we at? Man, I'm sorry.
I also buy oak at $10 a board foot, right?
Damn, that's a big difference.
Big difference, right? But if I go to the accountant and I say, hey, I went to the sawmill, let's say I bought 50 board feet of each. 50 board feet of zebra wood at $20 a board foot. 50 board feet of oak at $10 a board foot. Okay? So now I go to the accountant. She says, Shane, I see you went to the wood, your wood supplier. How much did you pay per board foot for the wood that you bought at the supplier? I paid $15 a board foot. Right?
Correct.
That is correct.
That is exactly
but
correct.
But it's also correct that I paid $20 a board foot.
Correct. And 10.
So if now let's say I'm at my house and you come over and you say, how much did that zebra wood cost you? If I said $20 a board foot, I'm being accurate.
You are.
If I said $15 a board foot, I'm also telling the truth.
Correct.
Two different things that seem like they couldn't be true are both true at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that's hell of an example. Okay,
that's incontrovertible. We would all agree with that and understand how that works. So, if it's true in that case, how many other cases is it true in? I would postulate almost every case. Truth?
Postulate. Write that one down. Hold up. Talk about. He got to sound it out. Hold on. Give Kevin 10 seconds on that one.
Postulate.
Postulate. That's a new one, Kevin.
Postulate.
Postulate. Oh, Kevin. The boss man, write that one down, man.
You know, the thing is, I don't even think about it. I'm already like in the next sentence, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Hold up.
As soon as you say, I look over at the boss man, he look at me. I'm like, oh shit, write that one down.
He does have an actual list.
I hope he's making that list, man, and checking it twice.
I don't remember what I was saying now. Something about some wood. I just forgot.
I'm sorry. We try to tell a story. It's hard to tell a story around here.
Two different things can be true at the same time.
Correct.
Even if they might seem like they can't be true. That's why the word but was invented.
However.
Not B-U-T, T-B-U-T.
Yeah.
However,
comma.
However, comma, segue, this is also. The cat is both dead and alive at the same time.
Correct.
And when you start understanding perspective is everything. Where you're coming from on any particular issue is everything. I don't know. Kind of all I got on that one.
So, not sure what's the moral?
The moral, I guess, is that don't be binary.
So rigid. Don't be binary. So, yeah.
But we started talking about computers.
It ain't always just this or that.
It's not always just this or that.
Yeah.
And so if you have, let's say you want to break a code. Okay. Let's say you got a password on your Wi-Fi and I'm your next door neighbor, and by God, I'm going to steal that password so I can save $70 a month or how much you pay for Wi-Fi. Right. So I put my computer with a program on it to break your password. What my computer as a binary computer is going to do is start with the smallest possible password and try every single password until it gets the one that unlocks it, right? It's called a blunt force attack. And it's going to go through every single number. The reason why our computers seem like they're super amazing is because it can go through all those numbers in the blink of an eye. It might do, 1,000 of them in a second or whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? It's going to try, it go through 1 through 1,000,000 in, half an hour maybe. But what if you could try all 1,000,000 combinations at one time? You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 101, 102, 103, whatever it is. Even at the fastest possible computing speed, there's a limit to how fast you can find something out on that, right? A 7-digit number is going to take forever. But what if you had a computer that was capable of seeing all those combinations at one time?
And that's quantum.
That's quantum computing.
Quantum computing can run 1,000,000 different
all at the same time.
At the same time.
And that's what's going to power AI. And some of these AI substations are so big and powerful and running so much going on that they're going to require their own mini nuclear power plant.
And like fucking ocean. Like I heard it takes a lot to cool them.
Yeah, I don't know much about the cooling
yet. Using up a lot of water. A lot of water.
They're generating a ton of heat.
Well,
here's the thing.
To just keep these damn substations cool. Fuck.
Seems like a smart person would figure out a way to incorporate the AI into the nuclear technology.
What's going to be the purpose of it, though?
Of AI?
Why are we creating these like, what are we trying to do with this quantum computing? Because I think that's what the whole...
Like you want an example?
Like
you could break any code in the world.
Okay, I get that. But then where do you go from that, though? Like when we can really start just...
Okay, so let's say we need to...
we can do whatever we want to do.
Let's say we're going to send a spaceship to Mars.
And when I say we, who is we going to be controlling this shit? Like,
well, AI is eventually going to be controlling itself with guide rails supposedly set by humans. But let's say we want to go to Mars.
Guide rails, okay.
And we're not, right.
Terminators.
But we're not sure what the trajectory is to get us through Orion's belt. That's some bullshit on everything. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
We can run a simulation on a computer.
And that motherfucker is...
And it's going to come through and it's going to run different. It's going to run all different kind of scenarios. If this goes wrong, what happens if this tile breaks? What happens if this tile breaks? What if the corner of the left tile on the third row breaks? Whatever it may be, right? That's a lot of variables when you start thinking about all of them. Can we add an antenna on the front of it? Now you got to run all those scenarios again, but with the addition of an antenna on the front of the shuttle or whatever it may be. What happens if, billions and billions of scenarios, AI is going to be able to do all those with the use of quantum computing in a minute or two. Every single scenario you can possibly think of. You want to run it with an antenna on the front, without an antenna on the front. You want a rear stabilizer that's an extra foot. What would it be if you took it down 6 inches? Whatever. Every single possible scenario things you couldn't even think of, AI will think of, and then it will be able to run those scenarios through quantum computing and give you the perfect answer for whatever it is that you're trying to build in any engineering project. It's going to give you the very best based on the parameters that you set in. Now, it's still going to be garbage in, garbage out. But if you say, give me design for me the machine that's going to be the very most efficient way to create the steel mesh that's over top of this microphone that I'm speaking into right now, that would take AI combined with quantum computing the blink of an eye to do. It would take you longer to write the parameters than it would for it to come. As soon as you're done writing the parameters, it would already have an answer for you. It was probably watching you write them in the first place and already running scenarios based on the way that you type, because it's infinitely faster than you are. And again, it can consider, a trillion different
I wonder why we're not
questions.
scared of this.
We are scared of it.
So why are we still moving? Is it like is it a train that just can't be stopped at this point?
Here's the thing.
Like, why don't we be like, okay, we done.
Look, first of all, I didn't even go to college, okay? The only time I ever went to college was to get a driving school so I wouldn't get my license suspended.
Let me say this. So the people that's creating this and that runs the world, they think 50, 100 years in advance. You know, your day-to-day person only looking at the day in front of him, what he got to do. I'm talking about people that really have power to make shit move.
Here's the problem. You know,
they're playing 4D chess.
You know who's on the cutting edge of this technology? China. China's going to do it. If we don't do it, China's going to do it. Russia's going to do it for sure. But China is on the leading cutting edge of AI technology. Have you seen those drone shows? Did you see the drone shows at the Chinese Olympics like 10 years ago? And it's like, holy crap. Imagine what they can do today. They can fly that drone in your bedroom window at night and give you a anti-USA serum, and now you come out speaking Mandarin or something. Who knows? The Chinese might be the UFOs. Who knows?
Yeah.
The point is, if we don't develop AI,
so is that what it comes down to? Like, we need to get ahead of it, so we need to
the space race,
move the technology
AI
forward.
Is the new space race.
But we see the writing on the wall, like, man, this shit, it could get scary.
For sure.
With this technology.
100%. What if Hitler had?
But we need to have it before they have it.
At least on pace, as much as we can.
Is that what's moving it forward? The space race, basically, like you said.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we
competition with the Chinese. First of all, they're unlimited industrial engineering applications. Look, first of all, whoever's out there listening, I'm a toy maker in my garage. All right, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're just here talking about things to the best of knowledge that we have. I just see
Terminator and Matrix. That's it.
Don't think that. Don't think I'm. I'm not trying to act like I know something, but I mean, if you just pay attention to what you see out there, this is what it seems to me. How about that? Seems to me.
Shit.
Seems to me like the Earth is round too, but I ain't been up there, so I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the applications are already pretty obvious of what AI can do for us industrially. Eventually, are you going to be able to? What if you had a AI machine that could fix your roof? What if you could figure out a way to make that portable? I heard that example given today. Roofers will never get taken over by AI. Are you sure? Have you seen some of the new robots? So who knows what they'll be able to do?
Man, they got a damn.
But I think the biggest worry is
a humanoid robot that can fix a roof.
It doesn't have to be humanoid. Why would it have to be humanoid?
I think more than likely it'd have opposable thumbs.
Maybe.
And be bilateral, walk on 2 feet, can stand up.
Maybe. Is that the most ideal situation for a pitched roof? I don't know. Me neither. I wouldn't think so.
That's damn quantum computer.
What if you could make a AI robot that somehow didn't need to sit on a couch cushion on your roof, for instance? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Shay. I think it's scary.
I do too. But it's even scarier not to.
That could just be ignorant of me, though. That could be ignorant of me. But I'm thinking.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking 100 years down the line. Like,
for sure.
What if this motherfucker like?
But I think it's also scarier not to.
Would it become self-aware and be like, damn?
That's a whole nother question.
I know my makers can shut me down, and I don't want to be shut down.
That's a whole nother question. Whether or not AI can become self-aware. I mean, that becomes a religious question, of course. But from a scientific
you think so?
viewpoint,
I don't think no religion about it. Like, mother just.
Oh no, religion is going to tell you that absolutely, positively, AI will never become self-aware.
Okay.
Self-awareness and true life can only come from God.
As
and
smart
God
as it is, it cannot become self-aware.
Dude, you can't tell religious zealots anything. There's no logic to them. God creates life. Life doesn't happen without God. And so AI can never become sentient because it didn't come from God.
Oh, okay. But we becoming God. We are God.
Once again, you can't tell that to who are we God to, though?
Okay,
it's still the flea and the dog.
Most religions say God made you in its image, whatever that God may be.
Okay.
Created you. So if I'm created in this image, that don't make me it, the entity. If I'm created just like it.
You say the quiet part out loud. I don't know.
I'm just asking a question.
If you're in that image, then
if I'm made in God's image, that means I'm.
Just because you look like him doesn't mean you're as good as he is. Q.
I'm God.
Can you create the world?
Just like my kids are me. I don't know, Shane.
I don't know either.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, you make a very good point.
I'm just throwing a little.
You make a good point though.
Side notes out there to the point you're trying to make.
Yeah, I think it's all layers. In my opinion, it's all layers. But
back to the AI, I'm scared of it.
Sure, but
I see the utility. I see the utility of it too.
All right, here's the other thing.
Mm.
Just to use an example, but cars, automobiles. Before automobiles came, you guarantee you there was some toothless old fuck sitting on his front porch. You know, these damn kids in their automobiles, they driving around. I don't know why they can't just do the old days. There's a horse and buggy was good enough for my pappy and my grandpappy and my grand. He does that for 30 minutes. Pappy's, grandpappy's. It's been good enough since beginning of time. And I don't understand why they got to have these newfangled. Well, you know, people are going to die from them. You know, they're dangerous. There's going to come a point in this country, I'll tell you what, they'll be going 50 miles an hour just flatten a bitch over if he just runs over somebody with him. Now, we need to stop this dangerous technology.
I guess that's me right now.
What if we'd have followed that?
Fuck, we wouldn't be sending this podcast.
We wouldn't be sending this podcast, you know?
It'd take us a week to get
everything from the space race. You know where what was it, the Mennonites? Did we talk about the Mennonites? Mm-hmm. Not the Mennonites, who are the ones that don't believe in any technology? The Luddites. We ever talked about the Luddites? The Luddites' big deal came from the cotton gin. Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin in 1700 or whatever it was, right? Revolutionized the way that we process cotton. Maybe paved the way for slavery, people might say. There's that argument, you know. Mm-hmm. What else would we have done with all that cotton if we didn't have the cotton gin? You know, we wouldn't need some. I don't know. It's a kind of a fucked up thing when you think about it. Cause and effect. Mm-hmm. So he invents the cotton gin, right? Well, you had all these people that were involved in the separating and combing and the ginning, whatever it is a cotton gin does. Those were people that did that before then. And it would take, maybe 10 people to do the work that one man on a cotton gin could do. Mm-hmm. And so these people are now out of jobs. And so they started.
They were jobs at the time, but yeah.
Well, I mean, who knows? But
we were out of a job.
They started sneaking into. No, this is in Europe. This is in colonial Europe. This is before slavery. This is like 1700s.
Okay.
So the workers that were being displaced because of the cotton gins started breaking into the factories and burning or busting up those cotton gins.
Is it the cotton gin or the paper?
Cotton gin.
The what they call the press, the printing press.
The printing press. That happened too, but that was for a different reason. But but that's where the Luddite movement came from. Mm-hmm, when you call somebody a Luddite, you say, well, that's somebody that, eschews any modern technology and doesn't want to have progress. And that's what the Luddites were doing because they said, well, we can't have this because then it takes away jobs. Okay, so now we just have less cotton that nobody can afford. It doesn't make any sense. And I think that's part of what we're doing with AI. Is it dangerous? Damn straight. Just like nuclear power is dangerous, just like cars are dangerous, firearms are dangerous. Everything that we do is dangerous. And any new adventure that you do is dangerous. And if you never try something dangerous, what are you going to do? Just sit there? Can't just sit there. And AI is, either jump on train or, let's say you were a farmer and you refuse to get a tractor and you're still going to plow by mule. And all your farmers around you got the tractor and you're still plowing by mule. Who's going to go out of business? Probably you. AI is the tractor. That's what I think. It is going to run over some people, though. That's for sure.
It's going to run over a whole bunch of people.
Probably. You know who's going to run over?
I think the fucked up part of it, Shane, is that I think, far as from a production standpoint, I think people have got way more efficient. We're producing way more productivity from an individual standpoint than we ever had since the beginning of time.
I agree with that. I'm sure we could probably back that up. Yeah.
I mean, factually, it's anecdotal. I'm speaking from an anecdotal point of view. I haven't looked into this.
I think that the numbers would back you up.
I'm pretty sure we're way more productive now. Yeah. And when you create these technologies, it's supposed to help us become even more productive. But from a point of, I don't have to physically be doing something so much. This is what this technology should be doing.
Getting more for less.
Right. But that's not going to be the case. I think this is going to take over the production altogether and then just leave us high and dry. The jobs that it can take. from people? Not that we're creating this to help people do their jobs more effectively. We're creating this to take jobs from people. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't fucking
know. But I do know.
I'm scared of it. I don't know.
But
I see the advantages of it too.
I'm not super old, but I'm old enough to remember some cycles. And I remember when the automotive industry was bitching about robotics. And it wasn't the brass, obviously. It was the the actual workers. Robotics, they're going to take all the jobs away from people, and nobody's going to be able to get a job. And and yet there's still plenty of people with jobs.
GM and Ford just laid off a lot of people.
Sure, but there's plenty of jobs.
And Tyson's.
There's plenty of jobs.
A lot of manufacturing.
And there's a lot of manufacturing coming back too, and some of that's political, obviously. But I think politics probably affect people's ability to get a job way more than advancements in technology. And I just think that AI is another, albeit much more sophisticated, but I just think it's another level of technology that we're going to learn to adapt with and, yes, make us more efficient.
Yes.
But when you think about more efficient, it wasn't even that many years ago that a horse and buggy was considered efficient. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a buggy behind your horse? Well, now that's very efficient. That's technology or whatever it is, ball bearing wheels or, who knows, the Model A, the Model T, whatever it may be. Which one?
Yeah. Thank you.
All those technologies have made it to the point where we today, the average person, can live with the advantages that we have, cars and phones and computers and, all the things that we have. We're still working as much as we ever did, but we have a lot more things because of them, more efficient. I think back to your point. And,
thank you.
And I think AI is just going to take that to another level.
But then the question is, say it does take these jobs, who's going to be able to afford the shit that it produces, that it creates, if there is no jobs?
I think that's the same question that's always been asked.
Should AI be, I guess, taxed or something? I don't know. Like, how the fuck we figure this out to where people still get paid off?
I mean, we're already taxing corporations. And if a corporation is using AI, then they're going to be taxed on their...
I guess it's going to be like a damn... the snake eating his tail. Like, okay, it takes all these jobs, but then I can't buy nothing because it done took all the manufacturing, it done took all the IT, it done took everything from us.
Yeah, I don't,
I can't buy that.
We know we're of different minds on that issue. There's no sense in going down there. I don't believe in that. I believe people are going to find another way. That's the exact same arguments that the Luddites made about the cotton gin back in the day. Well, we'll never be able to afford this because we won't be able to have jobs, and yet somehow they figured out and had jobs and were able to afford it. Robotics in the 80s, when that started becoming a big thing on the auto assembly, everybody bitched and moaned. We laid off 10,000 GM employees. Is that right? How many?
Don't ask me, Shane.
No, you just said however many.
I'm talking now. They laying off a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A lot
right
of GM,
now,
Ford, and Tyson's. A lot of manufacturers are getting laid off. I mean,
give me a number.
They shutting down.
What's a conservative number? Let's say
a manufacturing plant has 3,000 people.
Okay,
they just shut down a whole plant. GM did. Ford did.
How many of them starved to death?
Shit, don't know. Hopefully none of them.
Okay, so they figured something out, right?
You're going to have to figure something out.
There you go. That's the quote of the day right there. You're going to have to figure something out.
You're going to have to figure something out.
Because we bitch and we moan and, it's real easy to say, oh, well, these poor people, we should just do the same thing we've always done and never become more efficient or better because if we don't, these poor people and their kids are going to starve. And they never fucking starve. If 3,000 people with their families starved to death because
sure
GM
some
laid
kids
them,
going to bed hungry, Shane.
Maybe some kids went to bed hungry because their parents didn't keep up with the times. But if it was 3,000 people and their families dying because GM laid them off, that'd be in the news, right? Be the biggest goddamn news story that you ever had. And it's never there because it doesn't happen. So all the bitch crying and moaning. Look, man, I'm with Sam Kinison. You got people starving in the desert somewhere, move to where the food is. If you cannot physically grow food where you live, get the fuck out of Dodge. Why are you living somewhere where you can't even plant a tomato plant in your backyard? Get the fuck out of Dodge. And there's plenty of places in the world.
It seems like common sense, Shane.
It seems like common sense.
How easy is it for someone to move, though?
What would you
They
do?
say it's a hard thing to do. I don't
How
move,
hard?
I
Which is harder, moving or starving to death?
I done uprooted my family a bunch of times,
and I'm sure it's a lot tougher in a third world country.
Yes,
which is harder, moving or starving?
People like,
to death?
why the hell you live in a city like Chicago where you know the chances of your son getting murdered or some shit?
Fucking move.
Why haven't you moved?
Why haven't you moved?
I can't afford to move.
Bullshit! You're smoking a Newport. They're $7.50 a pack. $7.50 a pack.
You can't afford to move.
You catching them on fire, but you can't afford to move.
Hey.
You got $1,000 iPhone in your pocket.
That's the argument, Shay. I can't. So
okay.
I guess
what are your priorities?
Down to priorities.
This is my home. This is where I'm from. I should just be able to have whatever I want, lap of luxury in any place that I choose to live. Because this is my home.
200 unsolved murders a year too. Shit.
So move.
Fuck out of here.
Move to where the food is. Move to where the jobs is. You don't like the rent in New York City? Move.
Move to where it's safe.
Move to where it's safe. Move to where rent doesn't. The reason why rent is so expensive in New York City is because people think it's worth it to pay it. If you didn't think it was worth it to pay it, you wouldn't pay it, right? Right?
Does it come down to ignorance? The people just don't know no better?
No, it doesn't come down
to
to
ignorance. Say if you've been in New York City your whole life, though. You never been out here in Alabama where what you paying for a 1-bedroom loft, you can get a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house.
Oh, and you just
don't know.
With an acre.
With an acre.
Okay. Is ignorance excuse in 2025?
You would hope not, Shane.
You would hope not.
But they say ignorance is bliss.
But I think there's ignorance is bliss, but unexamined life sucks.
Knowledge is horrible. Knowledge is uncomfortable. Knowledge is a burden.
Knowledge is a burden.
Sometimes it's better just be ignorant.
But I'm much rather be smart.
Why do I know? Fuck. Why did I know? Why is my eyes opened? Why did I ask the question? You got to be smart enough to at least ask the question. When you find out the answer, you be like, fuck. Why did I even ask that damn question?
And I think too many people are afraid to ask the questions. Did you know when I was a very young man, the Navy tried to recruit me to go to nuclear power school? When I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
I could clear the savannah after every meal. And it hurt that my friends never stood downward.
I wasn't expecting that one, Shane. You fucked me up with that one.
The Lion King. Oh, see what's in I wet my pants.
Oh, Mamma Mia. Ooh, my way. Oh, no, fuck.
So, what the hell was that? Sounded like Snuffleupagus having an orgasm.
Snuffleupagus. She got a rumpalumpicus.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine what Snuffleupagus would sound like if it was getting laid?
Snuffleupagus. Big bird. Man.
Oh, that's a man. So
the Navy recruited you to go to...
I'm working at an Arby's here in town.
I'm
the assistant manager.
School.
I'm like 22, 21. No, this was before my son was born. So I wasn't even 21 yet. I was probably like 19.
Wow.
Fresh out of high school. I never took the ASVAB in high school, the military fitness test or whatever. I just skipped it. They said
ASVAB's not the fitness test. It's the...
Not mental, whatever it is. Yeah. Whether or not you can, where they
want to place you where
smart enough to... Yeah. I just didn't show up, right?
Okay.
I knew they were having it on Tuesday. They said, make sure you show up, ready to go. And I just took a personal day, I had a whatever. So now I'm 19, graduated, all this other kind of stuff. And this Navy guy comes in every day and buys an Arby's sandwich, right? Every single day. Comes in and gets this Arby's sandwich. Starts talking to me. You know how they do. Tries to all buddy up to me like he's a detective or a cop or something. Next thing you know, he says, you never took the ASVAB? Oh, just for shits and giggles or whatever. Wouldn't you want to find it? I'm not saying it. Just, come over there just for fun. I ain't doing anything Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, before I even realized he'd set an appointment, right? So I go over there, I take the ASVAB test, and he comes back like the next day with it or whatever it was, and he's got big eyes. He's like, you never took it before? No. Do you want to go to Nashville? I said, no. I want you to go up there and take these tests, right? It'll take like half a day, whatever. I'll drive you up there. Be my get. No, I'll buy you a pitcher of beer and some wings at Hooters. All right, fuck, man. I'll take your test if you buy me some beer and wings. So I go up there to Nashville, and I take these tests all day, and he takes me to Hooters for beer and wings or whatever. And the next time I see him, he's got big-ass eyes. He's like, would you come down and talk to this guy? And he's got me talking to a Navy SEAL. They said my whatever the thing I took in Nashville was, I don't know what it was. They said that especially the math, I could kind of do, whatever. And now I got a Navy SEAL talking to me. I'm 19 years old. I'm 6'3". I weigh like 160 pounds. I'm not Navy SEAL material.
To recruit you into the SEALs.
He said, no, he's not. I don't know if he's trying to. He says that he thinks I'm eligible for the SEALs. And I'm like, dude, you don't know me. I'm a puss. Yeah. There's no way. I knew then that like there's some goals you just don't even go for. Navy SEALs, no. You should, no. But they were trying to get me to go to Navy nuclear power school. And it was to know how to work on nuclear. I mean, you would have been a certified nuclear or whatever it was. And then they're going to put you on either a submarine. They're going to put you on a nuclear vessel of some kind. Chances are you're not going to be on land because the Navy doesn't operate nuclear vessels.
You think being on a ship for 6 months is fucking nerve-wracking?
Oh, I looked into the subs. The thing is, if you're a nuclear tech, you're probably at least going to be on something fairly big because the little ones aren't going to be nuclear. Whether but big for a sub is some bullshit.
Yeah, big for a sub is.
I've been
bullshit.
on the USS Alabama, whatever it is. What's the sub down there in the Gulf Shore in Mobile? They got a sub there that you can actually go into. It's a nuclear sub. Hell no, for 6 months at a time under the water.
6 months
with me and 7 other dudes. I don't even like the smell of my own farts. And you drinking the same,
recycled air,
recycled water.
Think
about that for a minute. They're not desalinating the water. Desalinating? However the fuck you say it. Whatever. They're
salt water.
They're depisifying the water and giving it back to you. You're just drinking the same. You're like on a space station is what it is. So, but anyways, they wanted me to go to nuclear power school. It was like whatever it was, and then you had to make an extra long commitment, like 8 years or something to the Navy because it was a big deal. But when you came out, you're still certified. Like it's a civilian acceptable.
You probably could have wrote your own check. After the fact. You won't make shit in the military, but after the fact.
So the story comes full circle. I'm bowling on a league with a buddy of mine. It's an excuse to go there and then to get drunk. That's how I met Jessica. Have I ever told the story of meeting Jessica on here? Okay, so
you never said that it was because of a buddy that was whatever you about to say.
No, that wasn't because of why I met Jessica. This was after the fact. So I get on that bowling league, and before I meet Jessica, there's only 3 of us. It's my buddy and his wife and me, team. Helps to have 4, but you can bowl on a 3-person team.
Pre-Jessica, okay.
Pre-Jessica, right?
Okay.
So next thing you know, the lady that runs the league at the bowling alley says, hey, there's this dude from out of town, whatever, he's just by himself. Can he be on y'all's team? There's 3 of y'all. Of course he can, yeah. His name is Rich something or other. He joins the team. Guess what his job is? He's the head nuclear engineer at the Browns Ferry nuclear plant.
Nuclear engineer.
Guess where he got that job from? He went to Navy nuclear power school, the same damn place they were trying to send me, and he worked on a ship for like 7 or 10 years or whatever it was, and then he got out.
How much you think he was making?
I don't know, but now this would have been, Jessica and I have been together for about 20 years, call it 20 years ago. When the league was over, by the time the league was over, I had met Jessica.
Okay.
And she was showing up and hanging out during league, and it was pretty obvious that our 4th was about to be displaced by Jessica. She was way cuter than Rich was, way cuter. So, anyways, as a farewell and appreciate y'all letting me join your league or whatever, he invites us over to the house that he's just bought that him and his family haven't shown up for. I don't know what the house would have cost, but 20 years ago, if I get my buddy and I talked about it afterwards because it was both out of our, I would have said $750,000.
20 years ago.
20 years ago. Yeah. He had a private stocked pond.
$750,000 house.
I would say that
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Where at in Alabama? Right here in this area?
Yeah. I don't even remember where it was. That's
a fucking mansion.
It was huge. Yeah. Had his own private stocked house. Built in. Like 100-inch television with like a sliding cover that you mash up. I mean, the whole house had a sound system in it, and you could control it from a controller. It wasn't an iPad back then.
That would have been your life if you went to that school,
or could have been. I mean, as far as that kind of money, that kind of money, the amount of money.
Sure that trajectory wouldn't have stopped once you went to that school, unless you did something to really make it stop. Like,
which you know me for long enough to know that chances of me fucking that up are fairly high. Not because I wouldn't been able to do the work or do the math or whatever it was, just because I'd have end up,
fuck. I wanted to get high today.
I'd have been like Tom Cruise. My body would have wrote checks my ego, or my ego wrote checks my body couldn't cash. You know what I'm saying?
Cash. My ego.
See, that was I really wasn't into drugs then. I smoked weed when I think the first time I ever smoked weed when I was 15. and I was an on again, off again. I could take it or leave it. But at that point, had I joined the military and gone that route, it wouldn't have been any problem. I mean, now if I wanted to, whatever it is, but that could have been an either way. I'd never really experienced psychedelics or whatever at that point. So
at that point, you would have had your plug just would have came to your house.
It might have. Oh yeah, for sure.
With a suitcase.
But it may have not have even. Like I might have gotten all gung ho about
what you got, what you need.
I might have gotten all gung ho about military and being a whole different. Had a high and tight and, had to stick up my ass or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Pivotal points in our lives when we make seemingly inconsequential
nuclear
decisions. And I could have been a nuclear power engineer.
Power plant engineer.
This cat calls me one time. We're at the bowling alley, right? It's about 5 minutes before we get started on league. And he calls my phone. He says, hey, listen, I'm going to be late. There were special things you had to do. Somebody could be late, but then you had to save their frames. And I can't remember what it was, but notify me ahead of time, whatever. He says, hey, listen, I'm going to be late. I'll get there. And it's like 20 minutes. Okay, no worries. So he gets there. We give him hell. We start drinking our beer. We give him hell about being late. So, I bet you were,
Yeah, we're going to bust your balls.
Yeah, of course.
You showed up late. Fuck it.
So tell me exactly, Rich, why was it that you had to be late? He said, well, I had to place an order for a valve. I'm like, a valve? He said, yeah, a 4-inch stainless steel valve. I'm like, it took you an extra 45 minutes to place an order for a 4-inch stainless steel valve. He said, well,
it comes from Sweden?
It's nuclear grade. It cost $500,000.
A 4-inch valve costs $500,000.
Nuclear grade stainless steel valve for whatever it was for. I don't know. Yeah. $500,000. You probably take a moment to place that order. You don't just click, order now on Amazon, I imagine.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was this guy's job. He's retired now. Rolling around in it. He's like Scrooge McDuck. One of the rooms of that mansion, he just puts all of his money in there and rolls around in it, Yep.
Shane the brain, y'all.
But
y'all heard it here first.
Would money ever...
Read the Chronicles original.
Here's the thing. Had
Shane
that happened...
been a nuclear physicist engineer.
I don't know about physicist, but engineer for sure, yeah. Had that happened, I would not have met my first wife.
Had my own twist to it.
Had my two... maybe I'd have gone on to be a physicist. Maybe that would have lit a fire under my ass, and I'd be up there talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson. You are full of shit. Don't you know?
You would have been over there challenging Neil deGrasse.
Yeah. Who knows? But instead, I chose the fast food life.
I never been that smart, Shane.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Shit.
Who knows if I'd have passed? I might have flunked out. I don't think so.
I didn't score high enough to be a nuclear physicist on my ASVAB.
They seemed a little excited.
I was like, okay.
I think he might have got a bonus if he would have recruited me.
All right, Q, you could be a police officer or a mechanic.
And you know
what?
what?
Were my options, not nuclear physicist. Man.
When I told him I wasn't going to do it, he quit coming into Arby's.
Police officer or mechanic,
he was
Shane.
pissed off.
I'm jealous.
Police officer or mechanic? I'll be mechanic.
They were my options, and I chose mechanic.
Yeah, mechanic for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. Not nuclear physicist.
Nuclear engineer is basically just mechanic on a. It's just a mechanic. You're still replacing a valve. It's a 4-inch valve, whether it's a nuclear one or whether it's a whatever, a master cylinder for your brakes. A valve is a valve. This one just happens to be, the consequences are higher.
Mm-hmm.
But,
a valve is a valve is a valve.
Nuclear is not that. Okay, so splitting the atom, I don't understand how I don't
think we really understand it. We know the process of it and how to make it happen, but shit.
As far as the energy, I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know.
I don't think we still fully understand how that shit works.
Well, yeah.
The space between it.
We don't fully understand much of anything, really.
Not on that, that.
Certainly not on that level.
What the word I'm looking for?
Molecular
level.
I got you.
I don't think we fully understand how shit works.
I think you're right.
Even on a cellular level.
Certainly not on a cellular level. Certainly not on a cellular level.
Okay, our cell has a neuron.
Did you hear about the
space between it? Like I don't think we still fully understand why it does what it does.
Did you hear about the frog poison that kills cancer cells? One of those poisonous frogs excretes some sort of a enzyme in that excretion that it, whatever. Anyways, apparently it target. It's clinical trials.
I heard they did just come up with They say they just came up with it. Someone just discovered the cure, or rediscovered the cure for cancer. The question is, are they going to release it? Are they going to make it available? Are they going to make it affordable?
I'm sure Pfizer will.
Why?
I don't know about affordable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You kicked in affordable. Yeah.
Why were they able to give out the COVID shot to all these people for free? Why can't they give all this other shit out for free? Like they did the COVID. What was the motive behind pushing the COVID shot so much?
Pfizer didn't give away the COVID shot for free, or Johnson & Johnson, or who was the third one, whatever it was. They didn't give it away for free. The government paid for that shit. Don't act like that wasn't money.
So the government has to pay for it.
Oh, for sure.
Then it'll make it available to everyone.
Correct. That's how COVID was available.
From a person's point of view, we thought it was just free. You can go get the COVID shot if you want it. Hey, we giving out COVID shot here. We can do this.
My son said we should do a word of the day.
Can we give out the word of the week or whatever cure for free?
But here's a word for this week: Tanstoffel.
Cancer's a motherfucker.
Cancer is a motherfucker.
Tanstoffel?
Tanstoffel.
Tan or tin?
Tan. It's an acronym.
Tanstoffel.
Tanstoffel. It's an acronym.
Tanstoffel. I never even heard this one.
It's fairly obscure. You'd have to be a Heinlein fan. T-A-N-S-A-F-L. Tanstoffel. It's an acronym. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
That's what the acronym. That's what it's the acronym.
The acronym. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Anytime you see free, somebody fucking paid for that. Mm-hmm. Somebody paid for that. It's a free COVID shot. Let's find out who paid for it first.
Taxpayers.
Before I want to put it
we
in
pay for it then.
Of course.
If the government paid for it, it means the taxpayers
When it comes to the COVID shot, most certainly. Yeah,
we did pay for it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But where'd that money go?
But I'll say the question is, if they can do that, why can't they do that for all the other shit?
It's an excellent question. It's an excellent question.
Fucking know, Shane.
If we can send billions of dollars of aid to somewhere else, why can't we send billions of dollars of aid to, say, pick one? I'm a diabetic.
I don't know.
Why don't we make sure all diabetics have insulin?
$1 billion is still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
To this day.
For sure.
$1 billion is
it's a lot more billionaires now, though. Have you noticed that? It's a lot more billionaires. I just heard The Rock was a billionaire now.
It's a lot more broke motherfuckers.
How do you start out as a wrestler?
A lot more broke motherfuckers.
I think there's becoming more and more.
I think the wealth divide is getting to extreme levels.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
Fucking what? Let's say 5% control 90% of the money.
I think it's always been that way.
No, it hasn't. It always been pretty even. Even if it was a 50-50, like 50% controlled by this,
look
1%.
Up, Mr. Producer,
control.
Look up what percentage of. Try and find an answer to that question for the time of Andrew Carnegie and Rockefeller. Between Andrew Carnegie and what's his name, Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what percentage of the country's wealth they controlled, just between the two of them, please.
Andrew Carnegie, he was the railroad guy, wasn't he? Which one was the railroad
Carnegie
guy?
was the railroad guy, and Rockefeller was the Carnegie was the steel guy. Rockefeller was the railroad guy. And between the two of them, they controlled I think it's 90% of the country's wealth.
And then the government had to step in and made them give away like half of their shit.
No.
Eventually, they eventually had to give away a lot of wealth. They had to close that wealth divide. The disparity in it was getting to ridiculous levels.
I'd like to see some evidence that the government was able to force them to give their money away.
Shit. Well, what was my boy that came in? Fuck, Shane. You could be talking history.
You talking about Roosevelt?
Yeah, Roosevelt. Yeah.
Roosevelt made them break up some monopolies, but they still controlled that wealth.
Tax the rich. The rich started getting taxed at like 90%. Out of a certain amount of numbers.
That was after Roosevelt. But yeah, that was
they had to start.
That was big in Carter's
distributing this fucking wealth. They had to distribute it because it was getting ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Give me a number.
90%. What did I say? 90%.
Them motherfuckers.
90%. Between two people, they controlled 90% of the country's
You know
wealth.
what? I think it got to the point to where they ended up starting to give away a lot of their wealth because they know people was gonna have a run on them.
Well, Andrew Carnegie once said that he spent the first half of his life trying to make as much money as he possibly could, and the second part of his life trying to give it all away. He was very philanthropic. Roosevelt,
it gets to the point to where you don't have no choice, Shane.
Rockefeller, not so much.
Because if you don't, we gonna kill you. We gonna drag your ass through the streets and take it.
I don't think that was going to be the case with Andrew Carnegie.
Okay.
But the point being, you talk about wealth disparity now.
I'm out here starving, motherfucker. You throwing away steaks?
Compared to
90% of us are starving.
Who's 90% of who's starving?
You're not going to be safe.
If 90% of people are starving, you're correct, but that's never happened.
Shit.
It's never happened. We've never come close to 90%
We didn't go through the Great
starvation rate.
Depression, all that shit.
The Great Depression was a big deal, but it wasn't.
Fuck.
It wasn't anywhere close to 90% starvation.
The Dust Bowl?
90% starvation?
The Dust Bowl?
Never
Straight motherfucker was eating. They was starving to death.
90%?
Shit,
I'm not saying people didn't starve
to
death.
They was eating leather off their saddles, Shay. They was making leather soup.
Of course they were. Of course they were. But 90% of people weren't starving.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
In any time in history, in any country, nowhere that we know of, not in sub-Saharan Africa, has it ever been a 90% starvation rate.
Sub-Saharan.
Sub-Saharan.
I'm Sub-Saharan.
I just pulled that shit out. I'm not a
that dude. I'm Sub-Saharan. That dude wouldn't believe me. I was black. It's like, what are you? I was like, I'm Sub-Saharan. Okay?
Come out with some shit right now. I'm Sub-Saharan.
I'm Sub-Saharan.
Don't speak to me in that common way, for I am Sub-Saharan. That's hilarious.
Oh man,
I don't know, man. You know what? I've always.
Why you think all the wealthy people right now building bunkers and shit where we can't get to them? Once this shit really hit the fan, motherfuckers out here in the streets starving to death.
Like preppers?
No, the motherfuckers.
Who's starving to death?
The wealthy people like Elon
Ain't nobody
Musk.
starving to death.
Yo,
if you're starving to death in the United States and you don't have a mental disease, if you have a mental illness, then we should be feeding you, period. It ain't your fault, okay? If you don't have a mental disease and you're starving to death in the United States, fuck you. Starve to death.
I'm talking.
I care about your kids.
I'm talking mega rich bunker type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm just talking about the fact that people are not out there starving to death.
Yeah, not yet. Wait till the grocery store shut down. Wait till supply chain come to a halt.
I mean, what's most likely to make that happen?
We'll see. I don't know.
You think the billionaires are going to make the supply chain come to a halt?
They can.
But why would they?
What they need us for? Why would they give a fuck about us?
To keep the supply chain moving.
I'm
why
a
you think they're billionaires?
I already got everything I need. I already got my bunker with my fucking nuclear power plant running it and my damn water filtration system tapped into this aqueduct.
Give me 5 names of these ultra-rich billionaires that are out to destroy, to kill 90% of the population. Give me 5 of those who have that as their goal.
We know. I don't know if that's the goal per se. I think they just don't have a need for us. They're gonna get to the point where like, what fuck, we don't need them no more. I done made my money. I done set myself and position myself to enough to where these people are just a threat. You know, your everyday person. So you know Gates, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Bezos.
You know how much money Bill Gates has given to charitable foundations?
That motherfucker ain't gave away shit. To run experiments. I'm gonna give this money away, but I gotta run these experiments. I'm giving it away to run these experiments.
There's been certainly
not
some of
just
that.
Because
and Bill Gates has certainly been.
I want to help people.
Some of that, but there's been an awful lot of.
It's R&D behind it. It's an agenda behind it, not just to give it away.
So you think anybody who is ultra rich must have an agenda that is harmful to the average human being? Is that your belief?
No.
So which ones do? Bill Gates. He's the devil. Who else?
I'm talking about the ones that actually has power, though.
Okay. Which ones are they?
Everybody ultra rich don't really have the power to move nations.
Which are the ones that are trying to destroy humanity?
You put words in my mouth.
No, I'm trying to ask.
You said destroy humanity. I'm saying that humanity is a threat. Not really. They're not trying to destroy. I'm not saying they're trying to destroy humanity.
But you suggested they were going to create a scenario where there was a 90% starvation rate.
They're preparing for it.
Okay.
Because they already know it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. This shit's bound to come to a halt here soon.
Why?
Because I don't know, Shane. It's gonna happen.
Why?
It's because it's gonna happen, Shane.
Why?
Why?
If you don't have a reason that something's gonna happen, then I don't believe it's gonna happen.
I think you can just look at the direction we're headed. We already having supply chain issues.
We've had supply chain issues forever. The supply chain is the most robust now than it's ever been in the whole wide world. I can go online.
And I'm guaranteed this shit's going to come to a screeching halt here soon.
Why?
It could be an energy issue. It could be a war issue, a civil war issue, whatever might break out. Something's going to happen.
We've conquered all those issues before.
Something's big going to happen to
We've conquered all those issues before.
This shit comes to a halt.
We've conquered all those issues before.
How hard is it, huh? How hard is it to continue the way we're going, like far as like all these grocery stores staying open, supplied, stocked?
Why not? Give me a reason why it wouldn't continue.
When the shit hits the fan, Shane.
What does that mean when the shit hits the fan?
You know when the shit hits the fan, Shane. Whatever that shit, the proverbial, proverbial shit hit, we can why this all to death, Shane. You're a smart man. You're a red man. You know,
I want to know.
It's a lot of nuances to it, but I think the shit is gonna hit the fan eventually.
Without a reason why you believe that, then I can't.
We're already okay.
I don't believe that.
Okay, let's say civil war breaks out.
Okay,
let's say we on the brink of civil war.
Okay,
we got ICE agents fucking police state in Minnesota right now. Them motherfuckers riding right now.
That's a wild thing.
Wait till that shit hits all over the country.
Okay, so we have a map.
Now wait till Russia, China link up because China's already pissed at us because we done fucked up their investment with Venezuela.
Okay,
that's the main reason why we stepped in.
That's an interesting.
We tried to put it on drugs, but Mexico brings more drugs than Venezuela.
Right.
Who the fuck cares about Venezuela? But guess what? We can't allow China to have all these
all the oil reserves,
the oil reserves that they have
for sure.
So we got to pay a little chess. We got to be a little bit more proactive. So we got to get ahead of that.
So we go into full scale.
So now we got civil war and we got China and Russia on our asses.
We've been there before.
So now not only we got a threat from the inside, we got threats from the outside as well.
We've been there before.
Okay.
It's always doom and gloom, and it's real easy to say, "Oh, the shit's different now." It
ain't always been doom and gloom. It's been doom and gloom these last couple years. It ain't always been doom and gloom. We done had a lot of prosperity. We done had many years of prosperity.
Sure,
but I think we're getting to the end of that turning. Let's say the end of the turning. Something has to happen to start the new turning. Something big.
That's almost like a religion. The turning.
I think it's a rhythm, not a religion.
Okay,
it's a rhythm that's repeating. And now we get to the end of that fourth turning.
Why?
You can why to death, Shay.
The waves are a rhythm.
I don't have all the answers, but I'm saying because it's a lot of nuances to it.
Sure.
And it's a lot of different things going on right now that any one of them can be fucking.
But that's always been the case.
World ending.
That's always been the case. There's never been a time when that wasn't the case.
Not world ending, systems ending.
When I was at world ending. When I was a kid, we were just coming out of the Cold War. My parents' generations were taught how to sit underneath their desk and hold their heads in case of a nuclear bomb attack.
Shit, we was taught that in school.
Were you really? I didn't get the nuclear.
I don't think it was more nuclear. It was more like tornado or anything like that.
Like that's going to help at all. The school's falling down on top of you.
Yeah. Put your hands behind your head.
History book
just let the brick crush your face into the floor.
That's some fucked up shit, ain't it? But I mean, the point is we've always been on the brink of nuclear war, of starvation, of famine. There's always been, a Great Depression. Hell, in this country, we've fought some kind of major war every, 25 years since we've,
But has it been so many threats all at once at the same time?
I think so, sure.
It's usually always been the Cold War. Okay, yeah, we got that one threat, The
Cold War was a pretty big threat.
We got that one threat. Now we got a lot of different threats, and either one of them can shatter, government shattering,
I don't think...
I guess the point I'm trying to make is just try to position yourself to if the supply chain does shut down.
That's a good point. Now,
have you some food, have you some seeds set back.
And I'm certainly not saying that.
Have you some water.
Yeah.
Have you some ammunition.
Have you some ammo.
That's all I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And have you some know-how.
In case it does happen.
You don't have to be a prepper necessarily, but you need to, it's irresponsible not to know some other way of taking care of yourself.
I don't want it to happen.
Right.
But.
It could.
It could.
It could.
The possibilities of it happening are very strong right now. World War III, I guess we've never been a greater possibility of World War III. Whatever that looks like.
That's stuff in Venezuela. But here's the thing.
Are we positioning for something? Like, wow, I don't know, Shane.
It seems that way. Here's the thing, though. We've really always done that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm as patriotic as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, whatever. I believe in this country. My country, may she ever be right, but right or wrong, my country. I think that the ideals of the United States of America, especially as outlined in the Constitution,
my country
it's the greatest form of government ever made, in my opinion.
Sweet land of liberty.
But we've done some really fucked up shit.
Oh, I sing.
Venezuela.
We kidnapped the motherfucker and his
Panama.
wife.
Iran.
Now we about to go whoop Greenland's ass and talk about.
Now we're talking about Greenland.
Your boats landed there 500 years ago. Don't mean you own the land. Ain't that's like the kettle called the fucking pot black or whatever the hell they say?
It kind of seems that way.
Because your boats landed there 500 years ago, you have no rights to the land. This shit's crazy, Shay. It's some crazy shit going on right now.
It is some crazy
shit. That's
what I'm saying. There's always crazy shit. That's all I'm saying.
Real crazy shit.
It's always been real crazy shit, though.
Fucking
Always.
Police states? ICE just snatching motherfuckers? Nobody my business?
I'm of two minds on that.
I guess the question, when do you get to the point to where, okay, let's say a tyrannical government. When do you get to the point to where you say, okay, I think me sticking my neck out and risking my life is worth standing up to it? Or do I just mind my business?
You know what I think? I think it doesn't happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen until it hurts more not to do it than it does to do it. You know, same as any.
Because we're more comfortable than ever now.
Sure. We'll take a lot of pain to endure, quote unquote, security, safety, comfort.
Correct.
You know, we'll take an awful lot. That boiling water in the pot has to get really hot, and we've probably got to see a couple of the other frogs die before we really start making an effort to either jump out of the pot or turn the heat down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the case in. I think that's the case where we are right now, and I think that's just human nature. I think. I think it's human nature to just say, you know what? Okay, this is bad, but better the devil you know. You know, you hear that phrase, better the devil you know.
The devil you know, Shane.
And, you know, how did it happen in Nazi Germany? They didn't just one day, all of a sudden say, all the Jews report to the train station and we're going to round you up and put them in concentration camps. This was a gradual, step-by-step, you know, escalation to the point where now 5 million Jews, was it 5 million Jews were slaughtered?
Number,
you know, whatever the number was.
One is too many.
One is too many. Yeah, exactly. And I think the same thing has happened over and over again. And
that wasn't even 100 years ago.
No.
That's the fucked up part. You be like, shit, that really happened
years ago.
Yeah. That wasn't long ago.
That's what's scary to me.
Fuck.
And so when to bring that all full circle, when you talk about AI, I'm a lot less scared of AI than I am another Hitler, Pol Pot, you know, whatever. And I got to be honest with you, man, the Venezuelan thing doesn't sit good with me.
I think it's pretty fucked up.
And some of the things I'm hearing about Greenland really don't sit well with me. If we don't take it, China or Russia's going to. I saw like a clip, and I didn't look into it.
So that's going to be the justification of everything?
Yeah, is that going to be the justification? If we don't
China
do it,
or Russia don't do it.
Isn't it
if we don't do it, they going to do it. So that justifies us actually doing it.
I think that's the logic. I started to say correct, but I don't believe that that's correct. I don't believe that's justification, but I think that's what we're using as justification. Sure. It's my understanding that there was a Chinese delegation in Venezuela trying to work on oil rights when we went in there and took the president and his wife.
Oh, yeah. Like the day prior.
Yeah. And we're like, we can't allow this.
Because from my understanding, I mean, I haven't did a deep dive on it, but, you know, I done seen little clips and, you know, I done dug into it a little bit, surface. But basically, China gave Venezuela like billions of dollars, knowing that they can't pay it back.
Already gave it to them?
With the intention or the intent that when they don't pay it back, we going to have access to all this oil.
I see what you're saying.
We know you can't pay the shit back because y'all not even producing enough.
You know, we did the same thing in Iran in the 50s. You know, we've all seen pictures on the internet of Iran before the Islamic government took over. I don't know if you've seen that, but Iran was a very modern place. Right, go gadget, whiskey
Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, you said that motherfucker
but,
too far.
Iran was a very modern place, fueled by the money of their oil, and the government that was in charge at the time was trying to nationalize all of the oil reserves because they realized that they were giving all this oil to other countries. Not giving, but they were selling it at rates that they really could be making a lot more money, and that money could be coming to the country and help everybody. Whether or not that's the right thing to do, I don't know, but that's what they decided they were going to do, and we didn't want that. We wanted private interests, especially British Petroleum, to be able to go in.
Which is BP.
BP. Yep. To be able to go in and extract this oil at some of the same deals that we were getting from them before. And so we went in and killed the elected leader of the government. And that was when the Islamic regime set up. And now you got people in Iran being, you know, just atrocities. And we did it. And then full circle. Didn't we recently go to war in Iran? I have a hard time remembering stuff. But didn't we go to a war? I'm fucking around. Of course we went to a war in Iran. We've worried about Iraq. That whole area has been unstable ever since we unstabilized it so that we could have access to the oil coming out of Iran.
Shit, we just bombed them not long ago, did we? That was like...
It's been on and off forever.
Israel did something, and then Israel bombed them.
It's not, I don't think it's, we
just bombed Iran. We sent some bombs to them. And they was like, we're gonna bomb y'all back, but
we finally got fed up with them.
They gave them a heads up. We're gonna bomb Qatar, but
yeah, that's right.
Remember that was that whole situation.
It just
we sided with Israel in the whole situation. Why we always side with Israel when they initiated the threat on Iran and they just retaliated?
There's something about Israel. Yeah, they've got some kind of protected status in the government. Israel's the only country that has their own.
You just bombed us. Of course, we're gonna bomb you back.
Yeah,
and now America gonna back you on you bombing us.
Mm-hmm.
Unprovoked. I mean, the shit's crazy, Shane. It's a rabbit hole.
But it's always been crazy. It's always been crazy.
What do Israel have on us that we support them?
I don't know. I don't get it.
How about we just take care of what's going on right here?
Mind your own business.
In America.
Mind your own business.
America.
But we think it's our business to have access to everybody else's resources. And that's what it comes down to. It's resources. We're big enough and willing enough to go into a country and say, hey, listen, this is what we want. If you don't like it, there's two ways to do this.
We're going to get with the leader first.
We're going to get, yeah.
Either you play ball.
Either play ball or this is what's going to happen. One way or another, we're going to walk away with
we do what we got to do.
Oil, the cobalt, the silver, whatever. We got silver here, but, whatever it is that we need, we're going to have it.
So Maduro didn't want to play ball.
He didn't want to play ball.
He thought he had China backing him.
Well, and Maduro said some crazy shit about Trump. He mocked that crazy Trump.
And I'm not saying Maduro was a motherfucker. He ain't a. But
here's the thing.
He ain't an upstanding citizen. He ain't an upstanding person.
And I could be very wrong about this, but my understanding was that the Biden administration actually had like a $20 million bounty on Maduro's head. I heard that. Who knows what's true? But I heard the Biden administration wanted him dead too. They tried to do it through different means. Who knows? Who knows? It's crazy, man. But you know what? It's always been crazy. And if it is a higher level of crazy now than it used to be, I think the sophistication of the average person is much higher than it used to be as well.
Yeah, even your
your
base level NPC is more sophisticated than he was 30 years ago.
Or longer, sure.
Or longer,
30 years ago for sure.
You
could say pre-internet and you could say pre-communication.
What'd you say? He's binary now. That motherfucker was just one operating system.
Even was,
Now at least he's binary.
A single cell organism.
A single cell. That motherfucker was a.
You think about somebody.
What they call it?
Call it 100 years ago, and you had somebody raised in a little 100-person town.
What was that show with Chris Rock voicing it? He was a damn. You know what I'm talking about? The single cell organisms. That was.
I don't know about that.
Damn, what was the name of the movie? Kevin. Damn.
Basketball Jones.
It was a like an animated type movie, right? And Chris Rock voiced the whatever
single-celled organism.
The single-cell organism in it.
That's funny too because Chris Rock's comedy is always really layered.
Osmosis Joe.
Jones.
Osmosis Jones.
As in you got a Jones for Osmosis?
That's a good movie.
Like Love Jones or Basketball Jones?
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I can't do animated movies, man.
It was a good movie, man. Chris Rock. It's Chris Rock, so it has some humor to it.
I've been watching a lot of Toy Story lately because that's what Madeline's into.
Toy Story is a good movie.
You know what? We've talked a lot about the impact of music, and I'm going to say this, and then I want to hear some words of wisdom.
Oh, God, man.
Come on, man. You got to give me something. So, but we've talked a lot about the impact of music. We've all talked about it. And one of the things I've enjoyed about these sessions, if you'll call it that, this therapy we do, is that I've been exposed to different music. I've never really appreciated anything by 50 Cent before.
Man, you've been listening to some 50?
I ain't saying I'm listening to it. I'm saying I appreciate it a little bit more. It still is not my...
I wouldn't imagine pulling up beside you and you bumping 50 though, Shane. So if you even just entertain it a little bit, I appreciate it.
If it happened, don't be... I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm saying
you
that...
getting rich or dying trying?
Here's the thing.
Shane over here getting rich or die
Nah, I'm
trying.
probably not
man.
getting rich or die trying.
You gonna get rich or die. That's what he said though.
I thought that was
His
the name
first
of an album.
His
Right?
first
Yeah,
album
yeah.
was Get Rich or Die
But
Trying.
some of music you understand because
and that motherfucker got rich.
you understand where they're coming
And he
from.
damn near died.
Damn near died, but he damn near died first. And he also damn near died because he was a thug doing some thug
He
shit.
was a thug doing some thug shit.
So it's hard to, whatever. But I think a lot of times music that you like is going to be music that's relatable to you. I think Whitney Houston was a fantastic artist.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to hear me listening to Whitney Houston. I have no, whatever.
I don't even think I got a Whitney on the playlist.
I have a huge appreciation for her as an artist.
Fantastic artist, yes.
And I would say that I don't know if I'd say I'm a fan.
She's probably one of the best voice in the industry.
Probably in history. I bet she's top 10 in recent history for sure. Fantastic. But that doesn't, I'm not listening to it. And that's before we talked about it. I had no appreciation for Fitty. Am I allowed to say Fitty? I don't think so. I think I have to say 50. 50.
Fitty.
I heard him in on an interview, Tom. I appreciate also his intelligence outside of music. And I like the ability to have you talk about playing a chess instead of checkers.
Yeah, he playing chess.
He's playing chess, and he used music as a way to fund the things that he really wanted to do. I'm sure he loves music. I'm sure he loves what he's done, but he also used that as a springboard. But anyways, so Madeline is 2.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're riding down the road in the van today, and I've got a little small Bluetooth speaker in my van.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in my disc golf bag when I go to play or whatever it is, and I've gotten in the habit of giving that to Madeline now and playing music to it, and she really loves it. She really enjoys it. And so, as I said, she's been into Toy Story lately. And there's a specific song in Toy Story called I Will Go Sailing No More. And it's the time in the movie where Buzz Lightyear realizes that he's actually a toy. And he tries to fly out the window and he can't fly and he falls down and he crashes and he loses his arm, right? That's the scene in the movie when that song is playing. And if I play that song off of Spotify, just on a speaker while we're going, not on a TV. I don't never watch TV and stuff when we're, I don't put stuff on my phone for. And so, but she just hears that song without the visual. And first of all, she visibly pretends to be sad. Probably does get a little bit sad. Music can actually make you emotional, but you can see the change in her face. You can see her downcast her eyes, put her head down. And especially there's a critical part where in the movie, he's falling and, realizing that he's just a toy. It's very emotional for him in the movie. And you see her imitate those emotions. And she'll even say something like, he fell down, his arm fell off, or he hurt his arm, or whatever it might be. She'll describe what was going on in the movie just based on hearing the music of it. Way beyond the moon. Way beyond the stars. I kind of almost have the lyrics to it. But it's just interesting because we've talked so much about the impact of music. Mr. Producer Man makes his living making music. And my 2.5-year-old, of course, she's been exposed to music her whole life, and I sing to her and make up silly songs, and we have our own special bedtime song. It's called the Madeline Song that I sing to her every night, and a verse gets added every few months.
You gonna share it?
No.
Oh, you motherfucker.
No. I'm not embarrassed to share it, but it's private between.
I respect that.
It's one of those. It's one of those.
It's
small
you and
things
Madeline's song, the Madeline song,
and Jessica.
That's amazing.
And it's on videotape. So if I kick the bucket tonight or something, she'll have it on videotape or whatever.
Oh man, that's amazing.
And when I go out of town,
it's on videotape, but on the phone recorded.
On the phone recorded, yeah, not real videotape.
Okay. Get it to the 24th.
This man's trying to call me. You know what, man? I'm old, but come on, man.
I actually got it on VHS.
Got it on Super 8.
But
it. To say that, when a song comes on that she likes, you can't play Beat It by Michael Jackson without her dancing. She's 2-year-old dancing, but she's going to dance to it. She likes that beat. On the Cars soundtrack, there's a country song that's got like a real simple, like a 2-2 beat or something. Is there such thing as a 2-2? It's very simple, man. But anyways, she can't help but bobbing her head to it, and she'll kind of move in the chair a little bit. And I'm like, okay, this is not taught behavior. This is not learned behavior. She sees us probably, maybe some of the dancing is, but when I see her reacting emotionally to a song that has a memory to her, even though it's a movie, I realize this is organic. I didn't teach her that. She is affected by music, and I think we all are. I don't think there's any mystery behind why any religion or any cult if there's a distinction between the two, always has music involved. There's always music incorporated into any religion or cult. Always. If you want to change somebody's mind about something, first, remember Barbershop, the movie? Mm-hmm. Remember that scene where they're all fighting in the barbershop and everybody's pissed off and the one white guy's, whatever. And next thing you know, they turn on their favorite jam, whatever that is. And for long, the whole barbershop is just dancing together. And because music has a power to change something.
I think from a civilization point of view, we always understood that.
I think
even if you date back to the Bible and you talk about, okay, God, the devil.
Sure.
Before the devil was kicked out of heaven, he was the master of music.
Mm-hmm.
That was his power. That's how he was able to, I guess, sway so many other people to join him.
If you believe in all that.
If you want to believe it. But that don't, like,
those
two
stories,
things can be true. Whether you want to believe the Bible or not, the truth of the matter is that he was the...
Music is correct. In that story, he was the master of music. And that's going
understanding the power of music. So music,
the Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper. He knew the power he had over people, so that's what made him think he could be God, or I could be greater than God, because I know the power I got over people.
Because music is so powerful.
Music.
And when we see it in our kids that are so young, to me, it just reinforces that that's part of who we are as humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really like to know why.
I don't know. Is it just in our DNA? Or I think I said it before a while ago, but music can invade your subconscious without you even wanting to.
Why?
I don't know, Shane. Like, why do I know the McDonald's song when I never tried to learn the fucking McDonald's song?
Correct. I agree with you.
Why a song that I haven't heard in 30 years, I can know it if I hear it comes on. Like a jingle from a commercial 30 years ago.
Yeah, I do want to know why.
And if it comes on, I can be like, ooh, I know that.
Because it's certainly true. What you're describing is certainly true. But why?
That's the power of it.
You know what I think? I think it might have something to do with vibration. You know anything about string theory? Me neither.
No.
But string theory relies on vibration at certain frequencies to make connections. That's all I'm going to say about it, because anything beyond that, I'm way out of my league just saying that. But string theory relies on vibrations to make connections. And I think music creates vibrations that connect to us on maybe even a cellular level. Do you think?
I guess everything's connected, though.
True.
Everything's connected. Vibrational.
And I do think, but I think that's
the words that are coming out of our mouth and producing this podcast.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? But it's vibration.
It's vibration. Your words coming out of your mouth is just vibration.
100% vibration. Yep.
I don't know, Shane.
There's
a lot of shit we don't know.
A lot of shit we can't know.
But we know. We know, but we don't know. Is everything meant to be understood? Okay, let me word it differently. What's understood don't have to be explained, I guess is the better way to put it.
You know, I've always heard
it's understood, Shane, but
I've always heard that if you can't explain it to a 10-year-old, then you don't know it.
That's not true, though. Some things are just understood. Like, we know the power of music, and we know the power can invade subconsciously without you knowing it, and we know the power of it, but
we don't understand why. Sure.
That don't mean I don't know, though. I know, but I don't know. It's fucked up. It's powerful.
I know, but I don't
know. I know it's powerful.
True that. Probably more powerful than...
And I know that someone can... We talked about, I can't even remember the damn song that came on at my house the other day. And we talked about this lady created this song in the 70s. And she's still eating off that one song.
Oh, what? Yeah, well,
I can't even remember the damn song.
And I thought it was Aretha Franklin, but it wasn't.
And it wasn't Aretha Franklin. And all I can say is, we're one lottery ticket away from being successful. Even with our podcast.
Oh, I'm successful already.
I'm talking from a podcast point of view, Shay.
No, you're talking about from a financial point of view.
Financially,
correct. My success isn't, like I could have no more money than I have right now for the rest of my life. I feel,
I guess we're not doing this for the success. We like to do this.
Correct.
I enjoy doing this.
We're not doing it for financial
now,
success.
If we do get success behind
but it doesn't mean we don't
make us some money.
No, I still want it to make money, dog. Yeah. Don't misunderstand.
But even if you told me today, y'all probably would never make no real money off of this shit. I still enjoy coming down here and doing this.
Statistically speaking, we'll probably never make a dime.
We probably won't.
Well, we done made a little bit of money.
But
we've spent more than we made, though. So, yeah, we've lost money. Yeah.
Each one of these podcasts we make is a lottery ticket.
It is. That's true. That's true.
Each one. We never know which one's going to hit. No telling how many songs that lady created before she made that song.
Correct.
She probably had a 1,000-song catalog, and then that one song he hit.
Correct.
50 years ago.
I mean, you can.
And she's still eating off that one song. Off that.
But, I mean, you can take that into modern times. Mm-hmm. You know, we can see different. Jelly Roll. We talked about him earlier today. Jelly Roll, according to what I heard, he was on Rogan.
Jelly Roll was on drugs.
He said he lost over 300 pounds.
Overweight.
We looked him up earlier and it said 200 pounds, but he said on Rogan he lost 300 pounds.
If he said he lost 300, he probably lost 300. He probably lost
it, yeah. He was in, didn't he do time?
He did
he
time
was a felon.
in jail, felon.
He got pardoned by the Tennessee state legislature.
Overweight, on drugs.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
But
I don't know what song.
Somebody save me.
What song put him over the what?
That song, Somebody Save Me.
That lottery ticket. Somebody that one fucking lottery ticket.
But it wasn't his first
got
song.
Him to where he's at.
Damn sure.
He's been making music for 20, 30
years. Been making music his whole life and wanting. He was singing in prison. He was singing.
I hope. Fuck, Shane. I hope it don't take us 20 years. God damn.
I'll be too old to appreciate it.
You'll be too damn. Shane.
I'll be ancient.
Shane, we hit.
We did what?
We did what?
What does that mean? We hit.
We hit.
I'll take a hit now, Q. You know me. I've been smoking since. No, I'm talking about the podcast. What are you talking about?
Shit, 20 years. I'll be 61, 62.
You know what? 61 doesn't seem that.
I'll be giving a Social Security.
I'm 54 now, so 61 is only 7 years away.
Social Security check.
That's kind of wild too. You know what? I watch myself in the mirror, and you know.
Hold on. I'm not. Okay, Shay, go. I'm sorry.
It's mounted above the bed. It's a weird view, but it works for me. What can I tell you? Now you know why I like. Never mind. Let's move on. Let's move right on. Let's move right on. So, but as I examine my face in the mirror as I'm cleaning myself, or trimming my beard, or whatever it is, I see the subtle signs of myself getting older.
Like a wrinkle here, wrinkle there.
Yeah, or, whatever it might be. It's tougher now to lose a couple pounds than once it was, and, just different things. And I recognize that it's downhill from here. Like I'm doing my best to stay as vital as I possibly can, but there'll be a time when I'm going to be, feral from that craft show that I do. The 94-year-old dude that
you're going to be old feral sit out there.
I don't know if I'm going to see feral in the spring. That's going to be really sad for me if Bonnie's there alone. But
ooh, that's a good segue, Shane.
That time's coming.
Into I don't know if it's words of wisdom or what.
It's always words of wisdom. That time's coming. And I'm closer.
That time's coming. This the perfect setup for
And I'm closer to it than you are. But I also look at it. I played disc golf with a friend of mine the other day who's 71. And we shot about the same. Now, he's a former pro. And there was a time when he could wipe the floor with me. But he's 71 and can still play disc golf on at least the level I can, and I'm pretty sure if it came down to it, he would beat me. I'm going to say that anyways, just because he's 71 years old and he's a legend.
Shit, he definitely got 20 years on you.
Yeah, when I look at 20 years from now, I'm like, I think I'll still be playing golf when I'm 70. At what level? The best level I possibly can, which is the level I play at now. The best level I possibly can. But we ain't getting out of it alive.
Oh, no. I think we said at the beginning of the show, shit. We all go hit that pine box, regardless of what you do.
Regardless.
How much money you make, how much money you didn't make. You going to hit that pine box, Shane. We all live it out here in that pine box.
No one's getting out alive.
No one's getting out alive.
So, do you have some sort of how do you prepare for that? What do you do about it?
I don't know about as far as preparing, but you can enjoy the ride though.
Enjoy the ride.
And I think the older you get, the more you start to enjoy the ride.
Ride, boldly ride, the shade replied, if you seek for El Dorado.
So the older I get, Shane, the more emotional I get. Like,
true.
I don't know what it is. Like you see me, just
I saw you get emotional recently. I'm not putting you on blast, but I saw you get
it's no big deal. Whatever. The more,
yeah.
whatever. like I said, even with my kids, they probably seen me cry a handful of times. And usually when I cry is either at a funeral or my birthday. And I don't know why on my birthdays I get emotional. I just do. The older I get, the more emotional I get. I think because the more aware I get, the more awareness I have. Not because of the age, but because of how much more I'm appreciative seeing another year. And not only seeing another year, but seeing another year with family and friends. And
I'm 41 years old. There's still people that like me. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
People still show up.
People still show up.
And most of the people there are not even blood related. Not even 50% of the people at that table.
Your father? What do you refer to?
He's my biological dad.
Correct.
Then I got the person I call dad.
Correct. How do you refer to your dad?
I mean, if I was introducing him, I'd say this is my dad.
Gotcha.
If I was introducing him.
You're a confusing motherfucker, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's the black community, Shane. Don't fucking overthink it. Just keep going.
So, but I remember he spoke a little bit. You asked everybody to speak for a moment, or maybe it was Cynthia that asked, whatever. And
she asked everybody to go around and speak, whatever you want to say, basically. It was like a freestyle.
And I'll tell you, and I want to reach out to him and tell him this, but when your dad spoke of, we talked about New Year's resolutions. You asked me about that on a podcast, and I said, I don't really do that, whatever it was. And I heard him speaking of, he said, I don't really do resolutions, but he said, I come up with a word or a theme for the year.
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
strength.
He said, stronger.
Stronger.
He said, my word, my mantra for this year is stronger. Mm-hmm. And he gave some examples, and that can be something for everybody, but that really resonated with me at this particular moment because I, too, am trying to get stronger. In a minute, there's a lot of different ways to get stronger, physically, mentally, whatever it may be, and everybody's fighting their own thing, but stronger. How can I end this year better than I started? I don't know. It meant a lot to me when he said that. It meant a lot to me. And it's funny how you can find those jewels or words of wisdom in the oddest places.
In the oddest places.
That was an odd one.
But I don't know. Am I out here on the island on my own? Like, the older you just get more aware, the older you get. I don't know. Like, how could I teach a 20-year-old that you're gonna like a 20? When I was 20, I didn't care about a birthday. I worked on my birthdays.
I still do, but I
would go to work. I mean, I would go to work now on my birthdays, but it was just another day to me.
Right.
Now it's just not another day to me.
Well, gratitude, appreciation.
Gratitude, appreciation.
Because now that it's going to end.
Thoughtfulness.
My guy, Jason Isbell.
Everybody didn't have to show up that day.
Nope.
They took the time out there to come celebrate me on my birthday. And that really touched me.
We could tell.
Yeah, it really did.
But everybody there, like I know all the people that were there from at this point.
Yeah, you did. You have met all the people
except
there. I don't think there's no one there you didn't know. Well, maybe Jet and Alexis, which is my biological dad's stepkids. They were sitting over there on your side on the
when you correct. First we did not know each other. And the young cat with the twist, I guess, on the end right there. But either way, I know these people, and for the most part, they're folks that I know are showing up. Mm-hmm. They're kind of the, I saw you last time we all got together. I saw you the last time we all got together, whatever it is.
And back to what I was saying, most of the people there wasn't even blood relatives. This the family I chose.
Interesting.
Everybody there. This the family I chose. Or that chose me, however you want to look at it.
No, that you chose. No, that's the family that you chose.
You definitely have to reciprocate it, though.
For sure.
Like, it's been reciprocated.
For sure. But, yeah.
Oh, no, I really appreciate it. And it was a moment for me.
We enjoyed being there.
It was a moment for me. And I enjoyed it.
So, I'm going to bring this up, though.
Okay.
Just to add a little levity to the end of the situation.
Man, you keep putting that damn stretch arm. You keep putting a bottle.
I'm trying to keep, listen. I'm trying to make sure I get one last swig.
Out of reach.
You look like you might finish up that.
No.
No, but we went to this was a hibachi restaurant that we went to where they cook in front of, and did the whole thing, whatever.
Oh, man.
I mean, I've been to a few of the Japanese hibachi steakhouses before.
Uh-huh.
look, it's not my place to judge anybody's art. I'm gonna say it's all right. It was all right. It wasn't even all right, really. It was just kind of all right,
Mm-hmm.
But did you notice the dude, every time he was trying to squirt that sake in somebody's mouth, he said, the chef on our side kept saying, open your sex mouth. Open your sex mouth. I think he was trying to say, open your sexy mouth. And I think he was trying to make a joke or whatever, but he kept saying, open your sex mouth.
Well, I didn't catch that.
My boy that was right there beside Jessica, what's his name?
My brother-in-law.
Correct.
Enrique.
Thank you.
Enrique.
He kept squirting that sake in his mouth. Enrique didn't really want it, first of all. He was trying to play along.
Because Enrique had to go to work.
He had to go to work
He had to go to work. No, that night. He had to leave.
Night?
Yeah, when he left, he had to be to work at 8 o'clock.
I didn't know that.
That's why he was like, shit. Because at first, I'm thinking it's just water until they hit me
sake.
with it. I'm like, fuck, it's real sake in this.
Yeah. He kept squirting it. But he kept saying every time he'd be like, open your sex mouth. Tried to squirt it at me, and I'm like, I'm holding Madeline in my lap.
I got to go back and watch the video, Shay. I got to go back. He said, open your sex mouth.
I'm telling you, man. I think
open your sex mouth?
I don't think he understood exactly what he was saying, but yeah, he kept saying, open your sex mouth. I heard him say it at another table later on when he was chefing for another group.
Uh-huh.
Open your sex mouth. And it started squirting that sake in their mouth. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking nasty.
I mean, I enjoyed it, man. Like you get you get a good show. The kids have a good time.
Absolutely.
That motherfucker squirt that damn nasty ass sake.
Yep.
It's like just play. I had fun.
I had a blast. Oh yeah, we had a blast.
I had a fun, man.
Madeline got to go to her first hibachi experience and see the whole,
I had a
she
good
kept
time.
talking about it.
And man, it's gonna be a birthday that I remember. I think hopefully for the rest of my life.
I mean, quite frankly, you ain't got that long to remember it though, probably. So it's all right.
I got a good 30.
Think.
Oh, if I make 70, 75,
I want to do better.
I'm gonna try to make 90. That's my goal.
Say,
90 is my goal.
I need to hit 90.
90 is the goal, but I think the average motherfucker who just sit on his couch all day can make 75.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying? If I try to keep myself up,
smoke a pack a day, and you can
still make 75.
Yeah.
You might make 75.
These days, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Open your sex mouth. But I just understand. And the word is just awareness. I'm just aware.
Awareness. Yep.
I'm aware that
gratitude.
These are limited.
Awareness and gratitude.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is your time on this. Your time on this earth is limited. You don't got eternity.
Maybe time running out is a gift. I'll work hard till the end of my shift to give you every second I can find and hope it's not me who's left behind. Jason Isbell.
Hey, y'all. This is Vendor Chronicles.
Peace. What a show.
What a show.